Hello everyone, we're doing another VacMaster1991 question and answer session. I decided to make this because the last ones I made, there's some questions, but not enough. So I'm going to answer ones that I've seen in the past. And some questions that I get if someone's asking me about a vacuum, or if I'm online and I see a question. So, what is the best vacuum? I get that constantly. And honestly, there is no such thing as the best vacuum. It's going to depend on your household situation. If you have carpet, hard floors, pets, no pets, kids, the size of your house, it's never going to be the same for everyone. The best vacuum for me wouldn't be the best vacuum for you. So you can't just have the best vacuum for everyone. Are Dysons any good is a question I see. Yes they are. I think I have 13 Dysons. I don't know, I'm crazy. I think I have 13 Dysons, and the only one that I don't like would be DC33. That's because the brush roll doesn't really work that well. Central vac. I had a central vac for 10 years, and it was not very good. The motor sucked up 32 amps of power, but it only had as much power as Abyssal. It didn't have that much power at the end of the hose. And I had to clean the filter constantly because it was a pleated filter, and the filters were $25, and they had to be replaced every 6 months. I don't think it was washable. No, it wasn't washable. I did blow it out with a leaf blower, but that got all messy and I got covered in dust. And honestly, I don't recommend that. I would not do that ever again. I do not like central vac systems. My opinion on Shark. I have had 4 Sharks. I've seen people ask if Shark is good, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend Shark. I've had 4 Sharks in the past, and I do not like any of the Sharks. I had my Rockets. I've liked first, but then they started having problems with their filters getting clogged really quickly, and then I had I had 2 Shark Rockets. One, the brush roll constantly got clogged, and it was just a pain. The other one snowplowed a lot, and the suction was really weak, and the filters got cleaned. Had to be cleaned constantly, every week, because they get filled with pet dander and hair and sand and stuff. Never would recommend them. Shark doesn't use real cyclone. They use that cup-looking thing with a metal screen in the middle. You know what I mean by that. And they don't work. There's no cyclone in it. There's no real cyclone like what you see on a Dyson or something. If I could only keep one vacuum, which one would I keep? That would be my Dyson Ball Animal from Costco. That is my favorite upright vacuum. But a close second would actually be the Canon crossover. I really like that vacuum. I just got making a video of it that will be posted when this is done. That vacuum is really good, and I like the little tool that you can pull off and use to clean crevices and hard floors. That's a good feature. I find myself using that a lot. It's very similar in design to a Dyson, I would say, so that's probably why I like it. And it has a lift-away feature like a Shark, but it has a real cyclone it should. So I like that. Now I've gotten the question of what is the best budget vacuum? The best budget vacuum I've ever used was probably... Oh my goodness, that is a tough question, but I get bad allergies lately. The window's open. Yeah, the Dyson, no, why am I doing Dyson? Because someone just said that. No, the best budget vacuum I used was probably the Hoover Total Home Pet. That vacuum is awesome. I'm quite impressed with the Hoover Total Home Pet. The agitation is good. It's 2,400 feet per minute airflow, which is quite high. And it does have manual height adjustment and a brush roll shutoff. So that is a very big feature I like. Interested in the new V11 outsize? Absolutely not. I am not blowing $800 on a freaking vacuum. That is insane. The most I've ever spent on a vacuum is $400, and that's already a lot. I mean, if I could be sent one, or something like that, but the V11 outsize is ridiculous. If you've ever seen how big that vacuum is, it's look at this water bottle. This is the size of the regular V10's bin, maybe a little larger. It's twice the size. It's so big and so heavy that it's not worth it. Just buy a V8 and a Dyson Ball multi-floor for $700 for both, $400 for the V8 and $300 for the Ball multi-floor. Spend $100 less and have two vacuums. Use the V8 as your cordless, and then use the V10 as your upright, and you'd have two vacuums, not just one, and you would be able to use them differently because the V11 outside is overkill. Too much, too big. The best cordless vacuum I have used personally, I haven't used very many, would be probably the V10. The V10 Total Clean without the torque drive head. I've had two torque drive heads break on me. The interchangeable battery is good, but remember, $800. That's a freaking load of money for a cordless vacuum. If you're looking for a cordless vacuum, I can't see who commented. Who just said that? Pretty. I would recommend the Hoover One Power Blade. It has removable batteries, and it's only $200. You can get it for $160. I have one sitting right over there, and I'm going to make a video on it soon because I haven't used it in a while, and I want to use it again. Here's the problem I see with the V11 outsides with their interchangeable batteries. You're going to have to find two outlets because you can't charge two batteries at the same time. Well, you can, but you can't charge them off of one outlet. You have to have one separate outlet for the backup, and then you have to have one other outlet with your wall mount to charge the main battery. So you have to have two outlets. And honestly, who vacuums for 2 hours at once? That's ridiculous. That's just too much. 2 hours at a time. I don't know anyone who does that. 60 minutes on the V10 is fine. 30 minutes is good for a cordless vacuum. Cordless vacuums are for touch-up cleaning in between your upright deep clean. Have you ever seen the new Riccar cordless? Yes, I have, and it has no attachments, so I'm not buying it. And it's bagged. People ask me a lot why I don't like bagged vacuum cleaners, and there's one simple reason for that. A vacuum bag is a vacuum bag. Yes, there are different technologies you can use in a vacuum bag. Fabric, paper, different materials, different sizes of weave. But I like to test bagless cyclonic machines because some companies make much better cyclones than other ones do. So I like to test the performance of the cyclonic filtration on a lot of vacuums to see how well that works. Plus, it's easier to show you how much the vacuum picked up if it has a bin rather than a bag. So that is why I like to test bagless vacuums. They just are more exciting to me. And I have talked to maybe 20 or 30 people, just random people that I've met or have asked me vacuum questions. And they have asked me, I asked them if they like bagged vacuums, and only 2 of them said yes. So that's not a very high percentage. All of them pick bagless vacuums. So as a regular person, most people choose bagless vacuums. So that's why I like to test bagless vacuums, and I don't test bag vacuums as much. Do I like any robot vacuum? Honestly, no. If you have seen videos of robot vacuums, they do not clean well. I mean, you look at the cheap robot vacuums, like the Bissell's, or a lot of those companies that I can't remember the name of. You see on Amazon, there's probably 100 of them that make like $80 to $200 robot vacuums. They have a cleaner head that's like that big on a vacuum that's like this big. You're cleaning this much space, and then you have those little edge brushes that spin like this, and they're just going to kick the dirt everywhere because the machine doesn't have enough suction to actually pick anything off of the carpet. They don't clean carpet. You've seen many videos. I watched Code 1996 make a video cleaning around a Christmas tree, and it would pick up anything. Plus, most of them don't have real HEPA filters, so I don't like robot vacuum. If you need to get a robot vacuum, you have some type of disability and you literally cannot vacuum, then you will have to spend it on either the Dyson 360i, or probably I would pick the Samsung PowerBots, ones with the full cleaner head width. If you can find a robot with the full width, the path it takes, the path it cleans, then yes. But be prepared to spend $1,000 on a robot. I'll just tell you that. Other questions? Nito, yes, that is another brand. Yes, Neo vacuums do have that. I forgot about those. So yes, but depends. Plus, most of them don't have real cyclones, and they just have a box with a filter stuck on top, which it's going to clog so quickly. And you still have to clean the filter on it. If you are one person and there's no one else in your house and you have stuff to clean, I would recommend, if you can't move, like you're in a wheelchair or something, or you're permanently disabled, then yes, fine, get a robot vacuum. But don't have carpet. Get carpet ripped out, because robot vacuums do not clean carpet very well, and they struggle with pet hair. So I would recommend hard floors, like laminate or something, hard floors without lots of crevices. But yes, a cheap robot vacuum, or if you just want to get one, or if you absolutely have to get a robot, you'll have to spend more. I was maybe thinking of testing a robot, probably a Samsung PowerShot with the R7070, the one I was looking at. It's still $450. But Amazon offers payment plans on some of their vacuums. You pay a certain amount per month. That's how I got some of my vacuums. Other question. What is the best vacuum under $100? Under $100, there are very few vacuums that are under $100 that are very good. The only one I have ever used that I actually think is worth it is sitting right in front of me, and that is the Hoover. What is that? What is that one called? The Elite Rewind. That vacuum is good. You can't shut off the brush bar, which is a big no-no for me. I don't like vacuums that you can't do that, because I've had several accidents. I had a Bissell Power Force Helix Turbo Rewind, and I got a sock stuck in that vacuum and it destroyed the belt. I also got a newspaper and end of a rug stuck in that. When I was trying to clean with the hose and the brush roll was still going on the carpet, so if I have vacuums like that, I tip them on their back so the brush roll points up into the air rather than touches the floor. I would recommend getting a machine with the brush roll shut off. Best vacuum at $100 is if you can find the Hoover Air Steerable or the Hoover Whole House Rewind. Those are both $100 on sale. Those are the best $100 vacuums I have used. I would recommend those two. Let me think here. What is the difference between multi-cyclonic and dual cyclonic? Multi-cyclonic means you have one bin with a whole bunch of small cyclones up at the top. Dual cyclonic means there's a bin and one cyclone in the middle. That's the difference between that. I get this question a lot. Should I buy a bagged or a bagless vacuum? You will probably, depending on what type of maintenance you want. Do you want to buy bags or do you want to wash filters? That's the big question. Most people choose to wash filters, but most people don't wash their filters. But then most people don't want bags. So I don't know how to help them. You're going to have to choose one. Or you get a water filtration vacuum, which you'll have to dump harried water down the toilet, which I do not recommend. Oh, let me think of anything else. Please ask if you're there. Do I still have the Eureka Power Speed? Yes, I do still have the Eureka Power Speed. I don't use it very much because the hose is impossible to use. It's so freaking short that I just don't use that vacuum anymore. I use it for one thing. Cleaning up powder from cat vomit. Like when I put the powder down to clean up cat vomit, that is what I use to clean up the powder because it's cheap. But I can just smell dirt coming out of that thing. I can smell dirt coming out of that thing. Eureka. The stream is late for me. Well, I do the stream when I have time to do the stream. So I'm going to post this, and then you can ask anything in the comments. So just go for that. What else? Oh, goodness, there are so many questions that I can answer. When did I get interested in vacuums? Oh, goodness, when I was very young, I've been interested in vacuums for my whole life, basically. Have I ever used a Maytag vacuum? The Maytag M500 or 1200? I've seen those two machines, and they just look like a car. They have tandem air motors, just 1200 does, but it looks just like a car. Honestly, those are just too expensive for a vacuum. As I said, I like to test vacuums in the lower price range. That's just me. I will eventually try and test something more expensive, but I really don't like to. I don't like to spend that much on a vacuum. Older Hoovers, like the Hoover Junior, the convertible, I have never used one, so I don't know what to say. The oldest vacuum I've ever had, like tested, well, I didn't test it on the channel. It was 1990s Hoover wind tunnel self-propelled, as I had that machine for 13 years, and that was a pretty good vacuum. But eventually, I had two of them actually. They were my mom's vacuums. And both of them, I remember using those as a kid. They were pretty fun. I remember I destroyed a watermelon once. I was like 5. I've been into vacuums for a long time and always like to mess around with vacuums. But yes, those are the oldest vacuums I have used. Oh, do I still have my Dyson DC-25? Yes, I do. It's out in my garage, but I'm not getting rid of that vacuum because that is the first Dyson I ever had, and I don't want to get rid of that because it's kind of, you know, memory. And that's what got me really into vacuums, and eventually led to me starting this channel. So no, I will not get rid of DC-25. Even when it doesn't work anymore, I will still keep it. So, let me think here. What else? Get notifications I don't even know about. Well, let me think of anything else. Do I still have my Dyson Air Purifier? Yes, it's on the wall, sitting over there. Do I still have both my Kenmores? Yes, I do have both of my Kenmores. They're both sitting upstairs. Where do I put my vacuums? My vacuums go in a lot of different places. I have some out in the garage. I have some upstairs. I have some in my laundry room. I have some in this room. I don't think there's one room in the house without a vacuum, besides the bathroom. That bedroom has a vacuum. The loft has a vacuum. This room has multiple vacuums. Every room, basically. Oh, except for the exercise room. That does not have a vacuum. There's not enough room in there to fit a vacuum. Well, there is, but it would be in the way. Now, there's one room without a vacuum. All bedrooms, both family rooms, the closets, and the dining room all have at least one vacuum in them. The most of the vacuums are in the loft. There's like 8 of them out there. So yes, I keep most of my vacuums. If they don't work correctly, or I'm dissatisfied with the performance, then I will either return them or contact the company. It depends on how long I've had the machine. Let me think of anything else. Please ask any questions you have. I don't want to keep this going on too long. What is the worst vacuum I've ever tested? That is a question I get a lot, and that would be probably the Samsung. Samsung makes great phones. I'm recording on a Samsung phone right now. They do not make good vacuums. I can tell you that. I had a Samsung, and you cannot push it. It was so difficult to push. The head had no height adjustment on it, manual or automatic. The head was forced down into the ground by a spring. It would push anything larger than a grain of sand. So I would not recommend that vacuum. Thankfully, I only paid $38 for it at an overstock store. For $300, that Samsung was awful. I would not recommend that vacuum. The only thing that it had going for it was an asthma allergy certified, and that's it. Not buy the Samsung VU6000, I think is what that one was. It was the Cyclone Force upright. You've seen it on my channel before. What else? Questions. Oh, where do I get my vacuums from? Everywhere I can find them. Amazon, Walmart, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, Lowe's, Home Depot, everywhere. Big Lots, Bath & Beyond, any store you can think of, I've got. What is the worst Dyson I've used? That's DC-33. I do not like that Dyson. Oh, I mean, it's okay, but you could buy a Kenmore or a Hoover that's cheaper and you get a better vacuum. The brush roll on thing is horrible. I had to contact Dyson because the brush roll was going off and making weird noises. It was the clutch. It got stuck, so they had me turn the clutch on and off 12 times to reset the clutch. Most people would just throw the vacuum out if they heard that noise, and it scared the absolute crap out of me. It was awful and loud. It was not like that. It gets stuck on a lot of rugs, and if I turn it on and the brush rolls on, and I put my foot down to recline it, it jams the brush. So I have to recline it first, then turn it on. I don't like that. Oh, yeah, I said that I had something go wrong with my Hoover Power Path. So, there's a long story behind that Hoover Power Path. So, I bought it new, at Big Lots. It was $100 regular price. I got it for 30% off, so $70. It wasn't new, it was refurbished. It was not said to be refurbished, it was in a new box, claimed as new with a new warranty. So they sold me not used, but a refurbished machine for a new price. And it looks like during the refurbishment, someone drilled a screw too far and poked through the nozzle, and they had bent something in there, and it was vibrating like crazy. So I took it apart and found out where someone had like drilled up too far when they were cleaning this thing out. So when I put the screw back in, it went straight through and poked out. And I contacted Hoover, and they're sending me in for Power Dash to replace that with. So we will be testing that. I know, yes, I had a Hoover Power Dash, and there's another long story behind how that all came about. But I got it to that cat pew, but then I didn't like it because it didn't have a hose. So I wanted to get something else, so I exchanged it for a different machine, which was the Hoover Spotless Go battery-powered carpet cleaner, which sprayed water everywhere, and I set it on a chair, and it literally leaked like half a gallon of water all over the floor, even though the tanks were empty. So I don't know where the water came from. So I returned that, and I can't remember what I bought after that. I can't remember. So, what is the best Dyson vacuum? I have got that. The best Dyson upright is the Dyson Volume. That is a very good vacuum. The best Dyson cordless, I'd recommend the V8 or the V7. The V10 without torque drive head is okay. The motor head version, but don't buy any Dyson with the torque drive head. I've had two of them fail. I basically had one fail, and a couple other people that I can't remember their names had one fail. So don't get a torque drive head. Let me think of anything else. Have I ever had a Bissell I liked? Yes, but not really. I have the Bissell Big Green. It is a good carpet cleaner, but it's a big pain to use. It's heavy, it's bulky, it's horrible to carry up and downstairs because you have to use two hands. I just do not like to use it very much. It does a great job, don't get me wrong. It does a good job at picking up stains, but I prefer to use the Hoover machine, the Do Power Max new model of that, the one I got free. That is a much better carpet cleaner. So, think of anything else before I end this stream, because I'll be doing more of these soon. It's just getting late, and I can't go too much longer. Please ask me more questions. The stream will end probably 3-4 minutes, something like that. Oh, goodness. I think of any more questions that have been asked about my vacuums. I've got so many. Oh, do I still have that one? The Hoover Reacts. Yes, I do. I do have the Hoover Reacts. But, the filters, I was trying to clean them, and the Dyson sucked the filter apart. I was trying to use the Dyson V7 cordless, and I was running the crevice tool across, and the crevice tool pulled a piece of filter off with a big hole. Really, this happened to two out of my 3 Reacts. One is used for a mess test, and then the other 2 are sitting in the corner of the room not being used. I will probably get another React sometime. Worst Dyson I've used. I've already... Oh. Weird, because why did that show up? I don't know. I already said that's DC-33. What is the worst Hoover I've used? I've gotten that question. Worst Hoover I've used? I've had a couple of them I have in my Probably the carbon cleaner that leaked water everywhere. That was not good. I did not like that. So like a big pool of water on this chair that I just bought. Thankfully, the machine was sitting on top of a container of tools that was sitting on top of the chair, so the water went off the container of tools onto the floor rather than ruining the chair. The chair was brand new. And we want that water on there. Then very bad. Let me think. So the stream will end in 2 minutes or less. So, do I still have my Dyson Air Purifier? Yes, it is sitting right up there on the shelf. I do have my air purifier. The Dyson Air Purifier is awesome. And yeah, I would recommend the Dyson Air Purifier. I've had it for, I believe, it's been 2 years now. Something like that. Or a year and a half. Let me think. I've replaced the filter, I think 2 or 3 times. It's a very good machine. I would recommend it. Let me think of anything else. Please ask any more questions, because the stream will be over in 1 minute. So if you gotta get your question, get it now. Oh, do I still have my Bissell steam mop? Yes, I do have my Bissell steam mop. And I don't use it that much. I use it to clean the bathrooms every so often. Do I still have my Bissell Crosswave? Yes, I do, and I use it in the garage. Because I replaced it with the Hoover Formate Jet, which is a lot better than the Bissell Crosswave. Honestly, I'm not very impressed with any. Pretty much all of Bissell's products, they seem really cheaply made, and just they're not as good as Hoover's or Kenmore's or any of those sort of things. So I would choose Hoover's versions over Bissell's. That's just my opinion. So that is all I can really think of. I will be back with more questions. I will see you soon.